What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Wednesday evening. I'm at home right now. As you can tell by my voice, I'm still getting over being sick for the past couple weeks and everything. Uh, so I went out and got me some fresh air, took myself a nice drive, went and picked up a couple things and everything like that. I wanted to try out my new micro suede blazer. Got it from Men's Warehouse. Just had it tailored. Got it sprayed. I use Kiwi water resistant when I spray, for all my suede stuff. So that way, if I get stuck out in the rain or anything like that, it's water resistant. It doesn't mess up there. So if you guys wear any suede or anything like that, get some Kiwi spray. Make sure you protect your shit, basically. But, the reason why I'm making this video is because everyone's been asking me about this Mr. G versus Big Lenny. Now, I haven't commented on it because simply I had not watched the video as of yesterday. So after I got finished with taking care of my business, went and fired up my Amazon Fire Stick, put on YouTube, watched the show, and from what I'm understanding, Big Lenny, you are one dumb motherfucker. Ogre, have you lost your goddamn mind? The fuck is wrong with you up here trying to challenge Mr. G to a fight, basically? And calling him a moron on some third-rate show, basically. I mean, who the fuck do you think you are to actually say something about Mr. G, much less anybody else here, period. And not only that, I've only met Mr. G one time, and that was at 2007 Mr. Olympia. That was directly meeting Mr. G. I've seen him at other shows and events. One thing that you have to understand about me, I don't really go to too many big events. I go to mostly local and regional bodybuilding shows, at least not last year because of COVID and everything like that. If I want my presence to be known, it's going to be fucking known, period. But we're getting off subject there, basically. So, Big Lenny opens up his big fucking mouth from some show and insults Mr. G. And challenges him to a fight, calls him a cookie cutter, which I don't think it wasn't really the cookie cutter comment that really pissed Mr. G off. I think it was that moron comment. And not only that, it's just disrespectful. If you can't say something to somebody's face, maybe you shouldn't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way Mr. G is. Mr. G is one of them old school type people. He has to have someone say something to his face. He don't like none of this back talking shit like that. That's same with Jimmy the Bull Pelleccia, Joe Piataro, most other of these old Italian Americans, basically, even people such as myself. I'm straight up old school as well, If you got something to say to me, I prefer you say it to my face, you know what I mean? Don't go running your mouth or anything. Because I didn't grow up with Facebook. I grew up with Fistbook. You know what I'm saying? That's the way Mr. G grew up with. He grew up with Fistbook. And Big Lenny, if you think you can beat Mr. G, you are wrong! Wrong! There is no way in hell that you're going to beat Mr. G. I mean, this isn't a powerlifting contest, basically. This is a straight up fist fight. Mr. G can fight. He's beat a lot of ass in his day, basically. And I know it's the same with Jimmy the Bull and Greg Valentino. You hear stories about these people, It's no different than, when I worked in the wrestling industry, the one person you didn't mess with was Haku. And you didn't mess with Bruno Sammartino or anything like that because they would just straight up beat your ass. Same with the Iron Sheik, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, these people just go out and beat people's ass. They built up a reputation. Mr. G has a reputation of beating people's asses. Just because he's up there baking fucking cookies or anything like that don't mean he can't fist fight. Big Lenny knows better than that. And he had an opportunity to apologize for talking shit about Mr. G, and he failed to do so. He's trying to keep with his reputation and everything like that, and that's just fucking stupid. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid. What the fuck is wrong with you, Ogre? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you crazy? You're going to go challenge Mr. G. Now, there is a follow-up video that I've not seen yet as far as staging the fights. You know, one thing I have to mention there, it's nice to know that even on RX Muscle, that my name seems to fly out of people's mouths, you know, 1 or 2 times every episode. And I don't have no problem with that. In fact, I greatly appreciate it. You know, it lets you know that, hey, they're still thinking about you and everything. I hope I get to meet some of the guys again whenever this COVID shit gets out there, basically. But other than that, you know, just to make my point very crystal clear, Big Lenny, you stupid, man. Mr. G's gonna fucking kill you. If this fight ever transpires, Mr. G is gonna fucking kill you. He's gonna bury you into the fucking ground like a goddamn ostrich. You know what I'm saying? Your head's gonna be in the fucking ground like a fucking ostrich. You know what I'm saying? He bakes cookies and beats people's asses here, you know? And I know he's up in age and everything. He'll still beat your ass, you know? Sort of like these old Vietnam vets here. There was one vet, someone tried to break in his house, and he fucking beat him to death with a fucking rifle, the butt end of a rifle, you know? You got to be careful of these old folks here, you know what I'm saying? These people, like I said, they didn't grow up with no Facebook. They grew up with Facebook. Mr. G grew up with Facebook as well as most of those old Italian people. And Big Lenny is up in age too, but, you know, I don't know. He must have, he's been on social media a little bit too long. And, you know, when you're on social media so long, you seem to forget, you know, the way to conduct yourself, you know, how to properly conduct yourself there. Because eventually, Mr. G and Big Lenny are going to run into each other, even if this fight doesn't happen. And then what's Big Lenny going to do? I don't know, but we will see. But that's all I got to say today, people. You guys take care.